Marcus Thompson never imagined that losing his farm would lead him to saving a Fortune 500 company. But life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. It was a cold Tuesday evening when Marcus walked through the glass doors of TechFlow Industries for his first night shift as a janitor. At 42, with calloused hands and work boots that had seen better days, he stood out among the sleek corporate environment. His 8-year-old daughter Emma needed surgery, and the medical bills were piling up faster than he could count. "Just keep your head down and do the work," he whispered to himself, clutching the photo of Emma in his pocket. The company was in crisis. Their main production line had been experiencing mysterious shutdowns for months, costing them nearly $50,000 every time it happened. The engineering team was baffled. Consultants had been brought in. Millions had been spent on diagnostics, but the problem persisted. Frustrated employees were quitting left and right, unable to handle the pressure and overtime. Marcus began his routine at 11 p.m. sharp. While others saw empty offices and silent machines, he saw an opportunity to provide for his daughter. He mopped floors with the same care he once tended his crops, cleaned windows with the precision of someone who understood that details mattered. During his second week, while cleaning the main production floor, Marcus noticed something odd. The massive industrial printer, the heart of the company's operations, would make a subtle clicking sound just before each shutdown. It was so faint that the daytime noise of the busy factory floor would easily mask it. Being a farmer, Marcus had spent years listening to machinery. Tractors, combines, irrigation systems, they all had their own language. This clicking reminded him of his old grain conveyor when a bearing was about to fail. He mentioned it to the night supervisor, who barely looked up from his coffee. "Marcus, just stick to cleaning. The engineers know what they're doing." But Marcus couldn't let it go. Every night, he'd pause during his cleaning routine and listen. The pattern became clearer. The clicking would start exactly 3.7 seconds before each shutdown, always in the same rhythm. On Friday night, desperation drove him to do something he'd never done before. Instead of going home after his shift, Marcus stayed. He found the machine's maintenance manual in the engineering office and spent his morning studying it. His farming background had taught him to read technical diagrams, and slowly, the machine's anatomy became familiar. The breakthrough came during his third week. While cleaning beneath the printer, Marcus noticed something the engineers had missed: a tiny metal shaving, no bigger than a fingernail, wedged in an almost invisible gap near the main drive motor. It was causing a microvibration that would eventually trigger the safety shutdown. His heart raced. This could be it. The next Monday, Marcus arrived early and approached the day shift supervisor, Janet Mills. She was known for being tough but fair. "Ma'am, I think I found what's causing the shutdowns," Marcus said, his voice steady despite his nervousness. Janet looked at him skeptically. "Marcus, we've had teams of engineers." "Please, just 5 minutes," Marcus interrupted, something he never did. "My daughter needs surgery, and I need this job. I wouldn't risk it if I wasn't certain." Something in his eyes made Janet pause. "Show me." Using a flashlight and a small mirror, Marcus pointed out the metal shaving. "This piece is causing a vibration. Every time the machine reaches optimal speed, this vibration triggers the safety protocol. It's designed to protect the machine, but it's shutting down production." Janet called the chief engineer, Dr. Rodriguez. Within an hour, a team carefully removed the tiny obstruction. The machine ran for 72 hours straight without a single shutdown. The impact was immediate and staggering. TechFlow had been losing approximately $2 million per month due to the shutdowns. Marcus's discovery would save the company over $10 million annually. But the story doesn't end there. Word of Marcus's discovery spread quickly through the company. CEO Sarah Chen personally came to meet the night janitor who had solved their biggest problem. She found Marcus in the break room during his shift, eating a simple sandwich and reading a story to Emma over video call. "Mr. Thompson," Sarah said, "you've saved our company." How can we thank you? Marcus looked up, tired but hopeful. My daughter needs surgery. If there's any way the company insurance could help. Sarah smiled. Consider it done. But I have a better offer. How would you like to join our maintenance engineering team? With full benefits, a salary increase, and flexible hours so you can spend more time with Emma. Marcus's eyes filled with tears. Ma'am, I don't have an engineering degree. No, Sarah replied, but you have something more valuable, the ability to see what others miss and the dedication to never give up. 6 months later, senior maintenance technician Marcus Thompson was training new employees, including several engineers, on the importance of listening to machines. Emma's surgery was successful, and she now visits her father at work, where she's become the unofficial mascot of the maintenance department. The company's productivity increased by 23% that year, and Marcus's methodical approach to problem-solving became part of TechFlow's training program. His story spread throughout the industry, inspiring other companies to value practical experience alongside formal education. But perhaps the most beautiful part of Marcus's story isn't the money saved or the promotion earned. It's the reminder that sometimes the solution to our biggest problems comes from the most unexpected places, from someone willing to listen when others have stopped hearing, from someone who cares enough to stay curious even when it's not their job. Marcus still carries Emma's photo in his pocket, but now it's joined by his company ID badge, a symbol that kindness, dedication, and the courage to speak up can indeed change everything. In a world that often overlooks the quiet heroes among us, Marcus Thompson's story reminds us that every person has value, every perspective matters, and sometimes the janitor really can become the hero. Because in the whispers of kindness, we find the echoes of extraordinary possibilities.